ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to My Life Venture 2.0. You guys ready for this? All right. Now, we've got choices, right? That's what we live for. That's what freedom's all about. Let me run through this real quick. You just saw that video, right, about choices. Some of the things you get to choose from. I'm going to run through this. You still get to choose from the Jeep, right? You get the lease, not the lease, oh my gosh. You get the papers and the keys. Okay, you always get to do that. So many of you keep thinking about the colors that you want to choose from. But you just saw, well, see it right here. You get to choose from your choice of not only one, you can choose from one or two Harley-Davidsons, a his and a her. But here's why this is really cool. We're going to pay to bring you to Utah to Harley-Davidson Timpanogos. They're going to customize your motorcycle for you, and if you don't know how to ride it, they're going to teach you how to ride it and give you classes, okay? That's one way that freedom is going to look and feel for some people, right? Another option that you get is the recreational vehicles. Where am I up here? Let's look at the pictures there. There we go. An ATV or a UTV. Talk about going places where no one's gone before. You get these and you get helmets, you get your trailer, and you get other gears to go with them. So for those of you who like to go crazy on sand dunes, like I know some of you do, or just right up the side of a wall, this option is for you. There we go. Option number 2, splash. Here we are in Florida. I know a lot of families with kids that would love jet skis, right? And this includes 2 Kawasaki jet skis, a trailer, jackets, and all kinds of other gear. And by the way, this is all branded My Life Venture, okay? So imagine how your friends and family are gonna feel and think when they say, man, look at that. Bob and Sissy Triglia cruising to the beach with their trailer and their 2 My Life Venture jet skis. What's that all about, right? So that's another option. Another option that you're gonna get is, high-end Rolex watches. You can choose from either 2 or 1 really expensive one, okay? Some of you, that's what motivates you. And that is a symbol of freedom for many people who may be in this business or maybe outside this business, all right? These are all symbols of freedom. You also have a customizable shopping experience, and this is a very exciting one because I was talking to my older sister not too long ago, and she said, you know, a dream of mine was always to go with my favorite roommate to Champs-Élysées in Paris, France, and just go crazy on a shopping trip, customizing perfume for ourselves and doing all this and that, and really just having sort of something that only happens in movies. And we said, you know what, that is a great symbol for freedom, right? A great shopping experience with your favorite roommate from college. Another option is Explore. And what this is a fully customizable travel credit with a personal travel concierge. So you're going to have, you're going to get to choose from where you stay and travel all around the world. And I know that a lot of you signed up in this business because, and one of your whys is to be able to get to know the world and to travel. Well, when you qualify for My Life Venture now, if this is what turns your oil black, well, guess what? You get to do this and participate in a worldwide travel package with your own travel concierge. Marriott Vacation Club. You get to travel for the first 24 months. You get to go all over the world and stay in a timeshare. So you now become a timeshare owner, right? And like I said, you're not just taking trips, but you're going and you're staying in 5-star resorts at the highest end destination locations all around the world, right? So that's also another exciting choice for all of you. You also have a Royal Caribbean cruise option. And all of these have the same comparable value. So I know I've been on a lot of cruises with many of you. We've been to Jamaica, we've been to the Cayman, Grand Islands, we've been to St. Thomas, we've been to a lot of places, and you just love cruises. So we have a cruise package for you. And this includes anywhere from the Mediterranean, Caribbean, South Pacific, Asia, on and on and on. Now, some of you, freedom looks like cash, right? Does cash feel like freedom to anybody? Okay. I'm gonna take these off. Is that okay? Oh, there you are. I felt like I was talking to myself in my closet for a second there. So some of you, when you qualify for My Life Venture, we're gonna bring you to the stage and you're gonna be carrying a big giant cardboard check for $25,000. Why? Because that can pay off debt, right? It can also start to fund some of the things that you really believe in life, right? How many of you guys would get excited about that? Anyone? Okay. And we think that we're just getting started here, but I can tell you one thing that I know is when people start to really think about this and say, look, I'm gonna earn the Jeep because the Jeep is gonna change my world. It's gonna be amazing. I wanna go travel around with my family in it. I wanna go dooning in it, whatever, off-roading with it. Some people say, I want a his and her Harley. Me and my wife, me and my husband have always talked about this, taking road trips, right, on a lazy Sunday afternoon, or traveling to Milan with my mother on an all-expense-paid shopping excursion, or more than one, right? Or being an owner in a timeshare, an owner for 5-star resorts all around the world. These are all symbols for freedom, are they not? And we don't want you to have to wait to get to Master Pro 10 to taste some of this freedom and experience some of that. And we think that with these new options, you're gonna be able to taste freedom in a variety of ways. So how many of you are pretty stoked about the shopping excursion? Milan, Paris, New York, okay. How about the his and her Harley? Yeah? Or just one great big beefy and you guys can share it. Okay. How about the Jeep? Mexico wants the Jeep. All right. How about the jet skis? All right. How about the $25,000 check? All right. Okay, well, you get to cross that bridge when you get to it. So now let's talk about what that bridge looks like. You know what? Before I do that, I'm just remembering something. There's something that's actually hot off the press. I have seen a commercial for this 2 times in my life, and it's been in the last 30 days. In a lot of states, it's not even available. And this is one of the coolest vehicles that I've seen. It is off the charts. So I was talking with Dave Phelps. I spoke with Megan Holt, who's our director of recognition and incentives, and said, is there any way we could throw that into the new My Life Venture 2.0? Megan and her team worked some miracles. And you know what? Let me just pause here. Do you know who's really the genius behind all of this? Megan Holt and her team. Guys, give it for Megan Holt. That's Amber and Rosa Sock and Morgan. In the spirit of giving credit where credit is due. So, long story short, we're throwing something else in here as an option for you, and I'm not gonna try to explain it because I would fail miserably, so I'm gonna ask them to roll the video. Go ahead.
You just send your reset. All clear.
It's like nothing I've ever been in before. You are the vehicle is you.
Lift off, baby. Lift off.
This is Slingshot. Sport tuned to charge every corner.
It's like surfing asphalt.
It's a 360-degree rush of sight, sound, and smell.
It's like playing chicken with a hurricane.
I love it. I love it.
It's a front row shot of adrenaline.
It just blew my mind.
You can feel the pavement under your seat and in your chest.
Oh yeah, dude. Thank you. Now this is where it gets fun.
It's light and powerful, making for heart-pounding acceleration.
Hit the gas, you're gone.
All right, there you go. The Slingshot is made by Polaris, and Megan and her team have already been talking to dealerships and in the negotiation process, so we know that we're going to be able to make that an option for you as well. So how many of you would be interested in something like that? All right, let's talk about getting to the bridge and crossing the bridge. How do we qualify for My Life Venture? Who knows? Anyone know? Well, first of all, hopefully you guys all know. Hit Pro 7, maintain paid Pro 7 for 12 months, and guess what? You qualify for My Life Venture, right? You all know that, correct? Am I wrong? Okay, that's one option. That's the option that we launched with. Everybody who's earned it thus far qualified that way. But also, as we expand into new markets, as we come out with new product lines, as we grow our company, we know that there's going to be some serious growth taking place. We also know that some people don't want to wait that long, right? I'll be honest, if I was a Pro 4, Pro 5, or Pro 6, I don't know what I would do because I'd be jumping over Jeeps to get to My Life Venture, right? But we want to make this available to all of you sooner based on your growth and your performance. So we created 2 accelerated ways for you to qualify for this sooner. Are you interested in finding out what that is? Okay. Option 1. Let me see if I've got it on the screen here. I keep looking at the screen and seeing a weirdo in a headband. Okay, option 1. You hit Pro 6. As soon as you hit Pro 6 and you grow, right? Once you hit Pro 7, that's one requirement. You hit it. This could happen in as few as 90 days, 6 months. I'm giving you an option up here because the baseline for Pro 6 is what? It's $50,000 in organizational volume, correct? When you achieve a cumulative $250,000, cumulative means you add it up month after month after month. So it sounds like a lot more than it is, right? In addition to that 50, north of the 50,000, you qualify. There's an example. That example is on our website, by the way, right now. So you don't have to try and do the math. But you hit 50, you go to 58, you go to 69, you go to 81, you go to 95. That's just one example of how you would qualify. In your back office, you'll be able to track this. That's one option when you hit Pro 6. It's obviously aggressive, right? But let me tell you something. In 2012, even in 2013 and 2011, and in some pockets of your organizations today, you have people, and we have people that are growing like that. Did you know that? Did you know that? What would your organization look like and feel like if you had multiple people at the premier ranks running hard for this? And I guess I'm addressing my comments to our upper ranks. It would be taken off. Let me share with you another option. If you don't hit it there, you can have option 2. You get to Pro 7. If it takes you 18 months or 24 months or 36 months, get to Pro 7. And if you don't want to wait the 12 months and your group is growing pretty fast, same thing. Baseline organizational volume requirement for a Pro 7 is 100,000 in volume, correct? Yes? 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 All right, 100,000 in volume. Add it up, cumulative, 250,000 in addition to that, and we're gonna give you your choice of My Life Venture reward. You can do this in 90 days, you can do it in 6 months, you can do it in 9 months, you can do it in 4 months, okay? But that's the qualification, and guess what? These requirements are on our website right now. If you don't qualify for it this way, just maintain your paid rank for 12 months. Same as everyone who's qualified has done it, right? So now you've got 3 ways that you can qualify. 2 are accelerated, and they're based on some pretty aggressive growth. But I'll be honest with you, for all the premier Pro 4s and 5s in the room right now, start running, because you don't know. Maybe your rate of growth is gonna be at the same rate needed, and you may qualify for this, 2 of those, or one of those, right? A Jeep or jet skis or whatever, in 6 months from hitting Pro 6. Does that interest anybody? Yeah? All right, and I do also want to mention that the opportunities section of lifevantage.com has been updated, focusing on our people and our culture and our My Life Venture program. And all of this that I've just explained with the images and all of our qualifiers and their testimonials are on My Life Venture right now. And you just get there by going to lifevantage.com and clicking on the opportunity. So check that out following this event, okay? Now, I don't want to be the only person on stage talking about this right now. I'm obviously excited about this. I think that we're going to see a lot of diverse symbols for freedom now coming into under the umbrella of LifeVantage, right? And in fact, before I bring these people out here, I do want to know how many of all of you are going to qualify for My Life Venture within the next 12 months. I want to hear it. Are you guys going to do it? Yeah, are you serious about that? You know what that means, right? It means we get to work, right? All out massive action. Now, you've been hearing from me. I want to hear from our very newest My Life Venture qualifiers. And so to help me bring them out, first of all, I'd like to bring out our Chief Sales Officer who is bearing the keys. All of them chose Jeeps. They selected Jeeps. They've got their colors. And he's holding the keys. He's not going to give them the keys until right now. So please welcome, front and center, our Chief Sales Officer, Mr. Dave Phelps, to stage.